Genesis 4, Cain and Abel. Now the man Adam knew Eve as his wife, and she conceived and gave birth to Cain. And she said, I have obtained a man with the help of the Lord. And later she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept the flocks of sheep and goats, but Cain cultivated the ground. And in the course of time, Cain brought to the Lord an offering of the fruit of the ground. But Abel brought an offering of the finest firstborn of his flock and the fat portions. And the Lord had respect for Abel and for his offering, but for Cain and his offering he had no respect. So Cain became extremely angry, and he looked annoyed and hostile. And the Lord said to Cain, Why are you so angry, and why do you look annoyed? If you do well, believing me and doing what is acceptable and pleasing to me, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, but ignore my instruction, sin crouches at your door. Its desire is for you, to overpower you, but you must master it. Cain talked with Abel his brother about what God had said. And when they were alone, working in the field, Cain attacked Abel his brother and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, Where is Abel your brother? And he lied and said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? The Lord said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's innocent blood is crying out to me from the ground for justice. And now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's shed blood from your hand. When you cultivate the ground, it shall no longer yield its strength. It will resist producing good crops for you. You shall be a fugitive and a vagabond roaming aimlessly on the earth in perpetual exile without a home, a degraded outcast. Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me out this day from the face of the land, and from your face I will be hidden, and I will be a fugitive and an aimless vagabond on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. And the Lord said to him, Therefore, whoever kills Cain, a sevenfold vengeance, that is punishment 7 times worse, shall be taken on him by me. And the Lord set a protective mark on Cain, so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went away from the manifested presence of the Lord and lived in the land of Nod, wandering in exile east of Eden. Cain knew his wife, one of Adam's descendants, and she conceived and gave birth to Enoch. And Cain built a city and named it Enoch after the name of his son. Now to Enoch was born Irad, and Irad became the father of Mehujael, and Mehujael became the father of Methushael, and Methushael became the father of Lamech. And Lamech took for himself 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. Adah gave birth to Jabal. He became the father of those nomadic herdsmen who live in tents and have cattle and raise livestock. His brother's name was Jubal. He became the father of all those musicians who play the lyre and flute. Zillah gave birth to Tubal-Cain, the smith, and teacher of every artisan in instruments of bronze and iron. The sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. Lamech said to his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, you wives of Lamech. Listen to what I say. For I have killed a man merely for wounding me, and a boy only for striking me. If Cain is avenged 7-fold, as the Lord said he would be, then Lamech will be avenged 77-fold. Adam knew Eve as his wife again, and she gave birth to a son, and named him Seth. For she said, God has granted another child for me in place of Abel, because Cain killed him. To Seth also a son was born, whom he named Enosh. At that same time, men began to call on the name of the Lord in worship through prayer, praise, and thanksgiving.